Nobody's here yet. It's just me. Hopefully this is a nice live. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this. Hello. Hello. Womp womp womp. Hey, oh, that's you. No auto trill. How about I say I don't, or how about I don't and say I did? I mean, much love to you, dude, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Welcome to those joining. Thank you for tapping the screen. If you'd like to ask a question, if you would like card pull, you're welcome to ask. Or if you want to just hang out, that's cool too. Just make sure you tap the screen. Be respectful, obviously. If you don't want a card pull, if you don't have a question, you can just hang out. That's cool too. But once again, make sure you be respectful. I shouldn't have to say that, but some people need the reminder to be respectful, I guess. How we doing today, guys? What's up? Thank you for tapping the screen. Jason, should you move in with Deborah? I can pull you a card on the energy between you and Deborah. What's going on with Deborah and Jason? What's going on between Jason and what's the energy between Jason and Deborah? Thank you for the heart, man. Thank you for the gifts. Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. I feel like you guys will be good. I had a dream though, and I feel like this might be relevant to you. I had this weird dream where I ended up giving this weird speech, this random impromptu speech about needing to put in effort in life for anything worth having, and like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like it requires effort. Anything worth having, any relationship worth having requires effort on both parts. So like, let's not think, oh well, if I just do this and I just do my part, then it'll work out. No, it takes both parts. And if the other person isn't willing to put in their part, then it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? So that's what I have for you, Jason. When it comes to you and Deborah. Hi Julia, thank you for tapping the screen. It was a really weird dream. He didn't want me to talk at first. That was the crazy part. He kept overlooking at me, and I had to like interrupt. I had to be like, I'm gonna speak now. And then I just started going off about like life is it was a weird dream. Like, but yeah. Taylor, what am I looking at? Is it a pumpkin in your profile picture? Good morning, good evening, how we doing? It is a pumpkin, it is, okay, I was confused. Does Kamari still want to fix things and be with you? I don't know. Thank you for topping the screen. I appreciate it. Does Kamari want to fix things to be with you? You have the Lover's card here. I feel like they definitely do like you, but I feel like there's also this thing where they have other options, or where they feel like they have other options, or maybe they feel like you have other options, which you do. We all have options, you know? But yeah, it does seem like they want to be with you. It does seem like they want to fix things, but will they? I don't know. I don't know. The Hangman. Welcome to those joining. Thank you for topping the screen. If you like a card pull, if you would like to ask a question, you're welcome to. We've been broken up for 3 months. Oh wow. Yeah, I feel you on that. On and off connections can be very annoying. Once again, for those joining, if you'd like a card pull, you're welcome to ask if you have a question. Welcome back. Hey Melody. If you'd like a reading, it's 25 USD if you're interested. But he still comes over to my house and it seems like we're fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. A lot of men majorly lack any emotional capacity. So, or any sort of grounding in reality. So, I don't know. You're dealing with a man. So, welcome to this joining. How we doing? Is that, oh my goodness, redhead. Melody, how have you been? Thank you for just stopping by. Yes, also a bit younger than me, so a little immature. I don't even think age matters, man. I feel like you're a little bit too much of an optimist when it comes to like the male species. Like, I am a male, and I'm telling you, a lot of men are very, very corrupted. You know what I mean? Like, not even saying that they're evil, but just corrupted. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of men don't understand good or bad. Don't understand. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's not much of a difference. I get what you're saying, but that's really not much of a difference. But anyways, good evening. How we doing? Welcome, welcome. I hope we're having a nice evening. If you would like to hang out, that's cool. If you'd like a reading, it's 25 USD. Otherwise, you can just ask for a card pull or ask a question. Is my boyfriend Eddie? I'm gonna pull a card generally for Melody and Eddie. I'm gonna zoom out and focus on the overall energy between Melody and Eddie and see what comes through. What's the advice from Spirit when it comes to you and Eddie? What's the information? What's the message? Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Because he's talking to owner. I don't even know what that means. Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it seems to be like a mismatch energy. Like, are you, okay, I need clarity. Are you asking me because you're worried that he's, like, cheating or that he's lying to you? Or, like, what's your purpose of asking this question? Like, or do you not trust this person, this Eddie person? Or, like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what's the thought process? Because he might be talking to his owner. Okay. Welcome to this joining. I hope we're having a nice evening. Welcome, welcome. And you don't trust the landlord? Well, what does that have to do with your, what does that have to do with your boyfriend? Like, do you think he's gonna, like, manipulate your boyfriend into doing something or something? Or, I mean... Yeah, I don't know. Something's off about that. I don't know. Welcome to those joining. How we doing? I mean, the part that doesn't make sense to me is that, like, you're asking me if your boyfriend is not talking to you because he's talking to him. And it's like, I mean, what's the purpose of knowing that information? I feel like there's a plethora of other questions you could be indulging in. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's not a judgment. That's just like the energy that's coming. It's like, why is that what you're focused on? You know what I mean? Does Gavin truly want a relationship with you again? Let's go with Jazzy and Gavin. Well, I mean, once again, I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm offering the idea of proactivity. Like, instead of being like, oh, he's gonna stress him out and then I'll have to, how about you think about how you can prevent that from happening? Or you can, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, because I don't think there's any reason to ask me. If you already know this guy's a bad dude, like, just be proactive and, like, think about preventing him from, you know what I mean? Let's go with Gavin and Jazzy. Let's go with Gavin and Jazzy, please. Does he want a relationship with you? Yeah, I would say yeah. 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Is Owen in my near future, even with our distance? What's going on with Owen and Lillian? What's going on with Owen and Lillian? Is there can I get a clear, accurate answer, please? I think you should rephrase your question. I think you should reconsider the way that you ask questions, Lillian. Because is he in your near future, even with our distance? What does that mean? That could mean anything. That could mean he's your abuser in the future. You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? Is there happiness in the future? Are you estranged? Like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Because we have the 6 of Swords and the Tower card here, 3 of Cups. So, yes, but there's also an energy of walking away and moving away from the situation. So this could be your energy, this could be his energy, however it resonates. If you'd like to ask more than one question, Jazzland, you're welcome to pay for a reading. If you'd like to, it's 25 USD. But it's hard as he works a lot and then his landlord won't let me over to his house. Maybe you should murder his landlord. Maybe you should... I'm joking, obviously. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Welcome to this joining. How we doing? Does Ethan want to get back together? LMAO. Does Ethan... I'm sorry, that was a joke. Don't murder anybody. Does Ethan and Jess want to get back together? There's been a lot of murders in the news lately. Does Ethan want to get back together? Yeah. Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Pentacles, yeah. I would say, yeah, he does want to get back together. T, I'm screaming. You're funny. You're hilarious, Jess. Will it work out with Yusuf? I don't know. What gym are you going to go to? Planet Fitness? I don't know why I keep saying Planet. I've never went to Planet Fitness. Will it work out with Yusuf and Zahara? I think it's possible. I think you have the potential. We have 6 of Cups, the Lovers. Oh no, not the Lovers. Why did I say Lovers? Justice, Strength, and the Fool, and also 6 of Cups. So it seems like you have the potential, Zahaya, for sure. For shizzle. Welcome to those joining. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I shouldn't have to say this. For those joining and asking questions, please make sure you tap the screen. I'm just kind of being unbiased and answering all the questions, but like as a basis of respect, like you're asking me for something, you could at least like the live, you know what I mean? For those who are already liking the live, I appreciate you. You're awesome. Thank you. But for others, for those of you who aren't doing that, why? Like I shouldn't have to say that. Rayan, will Trent admit his feelings to me soon? Will Trent admit his feelings to Rayan? We have the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. It seems like yeah. I could understand that. I could see the defensiveness, but it seems like yeah, they will admit his feelings to you, or at least they want to admit their feelings to you at the least. Welcome to those joining. Good morning, good evening. Thank you so much for tapping the screen. Is Daniel worried about me? What? Is Daniel worried about being judged or being with me? I'm sorry if I skip over your question. I'm not necessarily reading in order. I'm just reading in order that I see. So I'm trying to get to all the questions. Is Daniel worried about being judged or being with you? What's going on with Daniel? I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm just gonna see what's going on between you and Daniel. What's the energy? What's the wisdom? What's the guidance? King of Swords. Is he worried about being judged? He might be. But the advice for you is to like not give a frick. King of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. It seems like you guys have potential for longevity. This is for the person who asked me about Daniel. It seems like you guys have potential for longevity, but the King of Swords comes out to be like, get out of your feelings with that. You know what I mean? Or maybe this is about him. Maybe this is about just not taking, you know, things personal. If he's worried about being seen with you, if he doesn't want to be seen with you, it might be really painful, but like it might be a good idea for you to let this person go. But I don't know, that's up to you. You know, I'm not telling you to leave your partner necessarily unless you want to. Amanda's what's going on with Amanda's and her person? Thank you so much for tapping the screen, I appreciate it. What's going on for Amanda's? Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. Have you met your person? The Empress, yeah. But there's also something about you being your person and you being, you know what I mean? You being the person that you seek. You being the beloved. Welcome to those joining. Erica, you said is Q cheating on you right now? I don't know. What does your intuition tell you? Is Q cheating on you right now? I don't think so, but obviously listen to your own intuition. I don't think so. Welcome to those joining. What's up, what's up? If you have a question, if you like a card pull, let me know. Julie, does your ex miss you? I don't know. Page of Swords, does your ex miss you? Nine of Cups, if that's what you want, yeah. Yeah. What does your near future hold? I can pull you a card and see what's coming towards you. What's coming towards Austin? Can I get a clear, accurate? What's going on for Austin? Oop. Love, I guess. Page of Cups. Oh, we got too many cards. You have a lot of energy. What the heck? Oh, shit. The Magician and the Three of Swords. What's going on for Austin? Justice, Six of Cups. Yeah, once again, love is something that's available to you. New relationships, maybe not new. Well, yeah, I would say new relationships, new connections. Will your new relationship being an enduring love? I have no idea. Let's see. Do we have the potential? Are we going to put in the effort? Are we going to do the work? I think that's a better question. What's going on with Scott and his new relationship? Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, Three of Wands. I definitely think that it has the potential to be an enduring love with the energy of the future. Three of Wands is about the future, planning for the future, building towards the future. And once again, the energy of building, putting in the effort, making sure that you're putting in the work. I was playing this video game the other day, and it gave you the option to have a relationship. And I had a relationship, and it was going well for a while, but then I stopped putting effort into it, and they broke up with me. And I was like, oh, I guess that's how it goes, right? Like, I literally just forgot that I had a relationship, and I was doing the career, because it was a movie director game. Like, I got to play an actor, and I was just focused on my career. I was just like, I'm going to all the auditions, I'm doing all the things, I don't even care about this. And then they just broke up with me. They were like, frick you. Good morning. Hey, Liam. Will your custody battle over your son and is in your custody? What do you need my help with? How do I help you by just predicting? I don't know. If I can offer you advice, if I can offer you guidance, I would definitely suggest that you stay grounded and you stay cognizant of the importance of the relationship with your son and not so much worry about like the outcome, or you know what I mean, or like the external forces. Like you should really only focus on what you directly can control, which is your connection with your son, the World card and the Ace of Wands. You know what I mean? So that's what I have for you. The World card, will it go in your favor? I don't know, maybe, but that's not really the important part. I think the important part, once again, is like what you can directly control, like how you show up in court, how you show up with your child, you know what I mean? Those are the things that you should be focused on, and from the guidance that's coming through. Will Aki marry me? I don't know, girl. Welcome to those joining. If you have a question, I shouldn't have to say it, but make sure you tap the screen, please and thank you. For those who already do it without me asking. Will Aki marry me? Well, they're not gonna marry me. I don't know Aki. Will Aki marry Kayla? I'm sorry, I was so stupid. Oh shit, no. Oh gosh. 8 of Wands. Either you're being advised to run away from the situation. Oh my god, what is going on? I really thought it was gonna be like neutral or yes, but this is definitely a no. 4 of Cups, 8 of Swords, this is definitely a no. Either you're being advised to walk away or they're being advised to walk away, however that resonates. Obviously the future's not set in stone, but based off of those cards, it doesn't seem like you guys are getting married. Sarah, what's going on for Sarah? Obviously, once again, for those joining, for those who are new here, please use discernment. Please trust yourself above all else. Like, you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. At the least, appreciation would be nice. We have, for Sarah, we have the Hierophant and the 3 of Wands. You could be on a really interesting journey right now. I feel like you're looking towards the future with this sort of, like, shamanistic lens. Like, there's the Hermit and the Hierophant. I feel like, Sarah, there's, like, this really elevated spiritual energy. Like, I feel like you've been really, like, in your meditation bag. I feel like you've really been, like... And if that doesn't resonate, you're being advised to get into that energy. You know what I mean? But that's the energy that's present. It's like somebody looking towards the future and being very zen about it, being very like, excuse me, it is what it is, I'll do what I do, and if however it unfolds, you know, that's that sort of energy for you, Sarah. Welcome to those joining. Yep, no problem. Welcome to those joining. How we doing? What's going on with that? This is for Chrissy. I don't know all the details, but when I tuned into the energy, I heard very clearly, give it a rest. 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Your name's not Chrissy. You asked me about Chrissy. This is for Liana. 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Give it a rest is what I heard. I don't know all the details about that, but like, are they at home? I don't know. But I guess this would be a no. But once again, the message that I heard very clearly was give it a rest. Give it a rest. Take a nap. Drink some water. Ground yourself into reality. It ain't never that deep, except when it is, and then it's extra deep. Thank you. Is Lawrence coming back to reconcile with you? I don't know. Are they gonna come back and reconcile, or are they gonna try to reconcile? Are they gonna try to talk their lips and get you to forgive them or something? Oh shit, no. Are they gonna, oh no. 9 of Wands, 5 of Cups. They might want to, yeah, no, we have the Hangman. This person, they might be thinking about coming towards you, but it seems like there's a really big blockage. Maybe it's a self-imposed blockage, but they're definitely, I don't think that they're going to try to reconcile with you. I'm sorry. Does Timothy know I blocked him? Does it matter, Brianna? Like, in all reality, does it matter? I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be mean, but that's the energy that comes out when I'm tuned into your energy. It's like, is that really what you should be focused on? Is there nothing else that you could be focused on right now? Does Amparo miss me? I don't know you from a can of paint, but like, I don't know. I feel like that might be your guides or something coming through. Because sometimes I'll be answering a question and there's like an inexplicable anger that comes over me, and it's like, that's definitely not me. Like, your guides are like, girl, what are you doing? What is you doing? You know what I mean? Hello, this is your guides. We're trying to call about your car's extended warranty. I'm sorry. That's so silly. You said, does Amparo miss you? Ziggy, ziggy, ziggy. If you found me, fuck you. I'm screaming. We have the King of Pentacles, Three of Cups. It seems like there is an energy of thinking about you or talking about you. I don't know all the details, but it does seem like they are thinking of you in some capacity. I'm not saying in a positive way, I'm not saying in a negative way, but it does seem like they have you on their mind and on their lips. Will I ever get married again? I don't know. Will you? Will Jennifer get married again? What's going on? What's some advice for Jennifer? Because I'm an advice reader, and I need to stop getting into the habit of just answering questions. So what's going on for advice for Jennifer, please, for getting married? Nine of Swords is the card. This is for Jennifer. The Chariot at the top of the deck. Anything is possible. I think it's very possible that you could get married, but with the Nine of Swords, there's definitely this over-attachment to marriage, over-attachment to being in a connection. I feel like, and maybe you don't feel this way, maybe you'll disagree, obviously. I don't know. I don't know how you'll feel about this, Jennifer, but this is the energy that comes through. It's like, I don't know how many marriages you've been in. I'm not trying to judge. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's just like, literally just like, take a chill pill. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many messages that want to come through, and I'm like messages about self-love and like, you know, being content with yourself and like facing your demons and all that stuff. It's like, I don't know, because it low-key feels like somebody's trying to run away from something through getting married. Like, that's the energy that I'm picking up on. And it's like, when you let go of that, sure, you can find a marriage that actually makes you happy. But if you're not worried about happiness, if you're not worried about, you know what I mean, stability or connection and whatever. But like, if you want a marriage that lasts, like it's gonna require some work. You know what I mean? Some inner work. But that's what I have for you, Jennifer. I'm gonna tune out of that energy. It's very heavy energy. Like, no judgment, but it's very heavy. Laylee, what's going on with Laylee and her business? What's some advice for Laylee and her business? Mind your business? No, I'm kidding. That's stupid. Need advice? The Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles? I don't know if you need any advice. I feel like you're pretty groovy. I feel like you're doing what you need to be doing. Stay grounded. Make sure you're prioritizing your mental health. Stay grounded once again. Keep doing what you're doing. I think you'll be fine. I've been with the same guy for 10 years. Yes, thank you. Okay, Bubs, are you testing the spirit? I feel like you're testing the spirit. I don't like that. I mean, you should test the spirit, but like, do it in a way that actually is like helpful to both parties. You know what I mean? Can I ask something else? If you'd like to ask something else, you can pay for a reading. It's 25 USD. If you don't want to do that, much love to you. No hard feelings, but you know. Welcome to those joining. Hope we're having a nice evening. Hello, hello. Always test the spirit. His loss for real. Frick yeah. Thank you, Julie. Thank you for those tapping the screen. I appreciate it. Sure. Well, the Nine of Swords is definitely concerning. But yeah, Three of Swords as I split the deck. I don't know. You should know your life better than I do, but like I said, having a marriage that lasts does require a lot of effort and a lot of self-growth. Good morning, how we doing? Because anybody can get married, but like, can you get married to the right person? Can you get married to somebody who actually supports you and that you're wanting to support? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people who are married, but are you happily married? That's the important part. Are you, you know what I mean? Are you successfully married? Do you guys do well together? I don't know. Everybody wants to be in a relationship. Everybody wants to have the person, but it's like, is it somebody that you actually... I'm just talking in general for whoever needs the words. Welcome to those joining. Thank you so much for tapping the screen. I hope you're having a nice evening. If you're not, guess what? It's all your fault. But it can get better. I do have cards if you're interested in a card pull, if you have a question. If you'd like to ask multiple questions, you can send in for a reading. It's 25 USD. If you're not interested in a reading, that's okay. I don't hate you for that, but it would be cool if somebody paid for a reading. Mr. P. Coconut Man. Everybody look to your left. Everybody look to your right. Do you hear that, man? We're playing with love tonight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Will S fall back in love with me? I don't know. Let's see. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. Now that's just stuck in my head. We just want to feel the world. Forget about the price tag. Page of Pentacles. That's funny. Page of Pentacles. The Sun. Will they fall back in love with you? Slowly, but most likely, yeah. Hey, Keisha. Does Christopher Columbus want to give up on us? I don't know. Christopher Columbus was kind of not the best figure, to be honest. What's going on with Christopher and Keisha? Ooh. 2 of Wands in reverse. I'm going to pull another card. What's going on for Christopher and Keisha? Can I get a clear? Oh, do they want to give up on you? Say something, I'm giving up on you. You have the Chariot, the 2 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. They definitely are experiencing a lot of conflict with being with you, I feel like, which don't take that personally. That's just the energy that's coming through. Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot. Like, there does seem to be an energy of wanting to move forward, wanting to move towards more serious ground. And I don't know what your energy is specifically with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot, but it takes 2 to tango, and if one of you isn't serious, then I would understand why the serious person would want to leave. You know what I mean? And when I say serious, I don't know, I feel like that doesn't necessarily, I don't know. That doesn't necessarily, the serious isn't the right word. But like, you know, the one who's putting in the most effort probably would want to walk away towards something that's more balanced and equal. You know what I mean? That's the energy that comes through. Because a relationship should be a partnership. You should be helping each other and working together to make your lives better. And if you're not doing that, I don't understand why you would want to be in a relationship, you know? Once again, I feel like a lot of people look at relationships really twistedly. Like, it's like you should be in a relationship so you can help each other, so you can make each other's lives better. Not just to have a warm body next to, not just to have the, oh, I have a girlfriend, or oh, I have a boy. Like, that's very immature. And I'm not saying this judgmentally, this is just the energy that feels like it wants to come through, it wants to hit your ears, you know? That's why I don't, that's when, I'm single. Because, and I don't know, maybe they wouldn't consider me, I'm single. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not committed to nobody like that. Well, actually, I mean, there is a commitment, but it's like, it's not, you know what I mean? Anyways. Because a lot of people really do look at relationships really weird. It's like, you should be wanting to help your friends. You should be wanting to make your friends' lives better. You know what I mean? Like, if you consider somebody to be a friend, I don't know why I keep reiterating this. I feel like somebody really needs to hear this. Like, if you have people in your life who you consider to be friends, you should be treating them like friends. Like, it's not all about you. And it's not all about them either. You shouldn't only be serving them. Like, it should be a two-way street. You know? Like, I scratch your back, or you scratch my back. You give me $1 million, I give you $1 million. But then we both, it's a net zero then, so there would be no point for us to give each other $1 million. That'd be really silly. Really silly. I don't have $1 million, by the way, if anybody was wondering. I'm sorry. If I did, I would definitely be sharing. But I don't have that, so if somebody wants to send me $1 million, that'd be cool. And then I could share. No, I'm just kidding. Hey Rosie, welcome to those joining. 444 on the clock, and I'm sweating like a pig, bro. How we doing, guys? Thank you for joining. Thank you for your presence. I hope you're having a nice evening. My tummy's kind of messed up. I had some junk food yesterday. I regret it. I regretted it in the moment, but I was really I don't know. Does Charles miss Aaliyah? Ooh, Aaliyah spelled with 2 L's. That's interesting. What's going on with Charles? How does Charles feel about Aaliyah, if we can, please? What's going on with Charles and Aaliyah? I don't know what the etymology of that specific spelling would be, but Aaliyah I think means the Most High or something like that, or like close to the Most High. It's like the Great One or something like that. I don't know. We have the Sun card, the 7 of Wands. So it does seem like they. No, you didn't do anything wrong. I didn't see your question. I'm sorry. With Charles, it does seem like there's a little bit of a defensiveness, but it does seem like they think of you fondly. They think of you with light and love. Like that's how I feel like they think of you. But once again, there's a defensiveness. Like I don't know what happened between you guys, but there's an energy of kind of like, I love you, but I'm gonna love you from over here. Unless you reach out to me, I'm gonna love you from over here. You know what I mean? Kind of like, I love you, but I'm gonna love you from over here. Unless you reach out to me, I'm gonna love you from over here. You know what I mean? And maybe you guys will come back together with the 2 of Wands, but like that's the energy that comes through. It's like, I'll love you from afar. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore you, Bubs. If you want to ask again, that's cool. Will you reconcile with Nico? Will Rosa, you just reminded me. You just reminded me of my cat that I had like a year or 2 ago. She's dead now. She died very tragically. But her name was Rosie. Rosita. Just cries. Anyways, what's going on with Rosa and Nico? Oh, the death card. The death card. Everybody's gonna die. In 100 years, everybody here will be dead. That's my prediction. We have the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Most likely you guys will reconcile. The Death card is not necessarily about death. It's about a transformation. It's about a change. And I feel like the change could be getting, like, between you guys. Getting between you guys? Hello, your live broadcast is very interesting. Thank you, question mark. If you'd like a reading, it's 25 USD. Jada. Hello. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Hey Emily, does Louis miss me? Louis Schlugger? I'm sorry, that's silly. I did put my Cash App in the intro message if anybody wanted a reading. Does Louis miss Emily? What's going on with Louis and Emily? Oh shoot, we have the 3 of Swords and the Magician. Did they miss you? Do they miss you? They're healing. They're healing. Do they miss you? I think that they're focused on their healing right now. With the Temperance card coming out. Temperance being about alchemy, patience, healing, stuff like that. Welcome to those joining. I hope you're having a nice evening. Thank you for joining me. Did I answer your question yet, Bubs? DJ? Yeah, if you wanna put it in the chat, I didn't see your question. I'm so sorry. Once again, if you'd like a in-depth reading, you're welcome to send in for, does your ex DL want to be with you? Your ex is DL? Is he gay? How did you know? Why are you his ex? I'm sorry, that's a stupid joke. Sometimes I try to be silly. Sometimes the spirits like to be silly. Does your ex want to be with you? What's going on with Jada's ex? Jada Pinkett Smith's ex, Chris Smith. Chris Smith? Will Smith? Who the hell is Chris Smith? Does Jada's ex want to be with her? Oh my goodness. We have the Knight of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. Do they want to be with you? Even if they want to be with you, there does seem to be the energy of holding back. Like, they might want to be with you, they might think of you, but the energy of, like, holding back, saving their resources, saving their energy. Hello, hey roses. His initials. I was being silly. I know that you weren't saying that he was DL, but it definitely seems like he's holding back. Like, if he wants to be with you, he's holding back. Honestly, I could be wrong here, but I feel like this, your ex is more of a feminine energy. He wants you to reach out to him. I could be wrong about that, but that's an energy that comes through. Cause I heard a joke in my head about like how men like to be women these days, and like, so I was like, oh, LOL. Welcome to this joining. Is Brittany going on a cruise alone or with someone new? Mike, I'm not judging, but like, is that really what you should be focused on? Whether or not your ex is or Brittany's going alone or something. If this is your current partner, I understand, I guess. But if it's not, then I don't know. Page of Cups, are they going alone? Can I get a clear answer, please? Clear, accurate answer. Are they going alone? Are they going alone? I don't think so. But regardless, I feel like the energy here is very potent, and I feel like you need to take a chill pill, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. Please, I really need to know, will Rachel and I get back together? The desperacy is not a cute look, Bubs. Not to me or the universe. The universe doesn't like desperacy. Please, what's going on for Destiny and Rachel? What's going on for Destiny and Rachel? We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Pentacles just flipped out of the deck. Oh, also the Four of Wands. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Will you guys get back together? I mean, I think it's possible, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. There's that energy of inner work coming through, doing shadow work and all that stuff. You don't have to listen to what I'm saying, but there's that energy of like going within and like, you know, reconfiguring, not skipping the homework assignments, which the homework assignments are just self-love and shadow work. Well, Marvin and Thick Nats, thank you for the let him cook. Thank you for that. Well, Marvin, what's going on with Marvin and what's her face? What's going on with Marvin and what's her face? Oh, I don't know your name, so is it Natalie? I don't know. What's going on with Marvin? Oh, there's a fly. Will you guys break up? I think the potential is there for a split, but I feel like it'll probably be later rather than soon. King of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Sorry, brain fart. The King of Pentacles would say no. I don't think you're gonna break up. But if it was any sort of advice, it's to stay grounded within yourself, regardless of whether or not you break up. Stay grounded within yourself. You know, but then the Nine of Wands definitely does talk about a split to some degree. Yeah, Five of Swords. So that's what I have for you, Natalie. I'm sorry to say your name like that. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not for the best. Maybe your question is stupid. Maybe you need to ask another question, DJ. I'm not calling you stupid. That was just a joke. I'm just being silly. Hello. Thank you so much. I received that. Thank you, you too. Is my mom going to have a good Christmas? Girl, it ain't even Christmas. What the heck? It ain't even October yet. I think they have the potential, yeah. They have the potential to have a good Christmas. The Strength card and the Page of Swords. Also, Six of Pentacles. Something about setting intentions came through. I don't really understand exactly why. I mean, I understand the power of intention setting, but that was something that came through. Like a message for you, Rachel. Like setting clear intentions. Okay, I'm not reading in order. I'm sorry. John Tasia. What's up? Great. Tony the Tiger. Does anyone regret ending things with you? Do they have regrets? They might. We have the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. They might, but I don't think. I don't mean to sound rude or judgmental, but I don't think that's something you should be concerned with. I think you should just understand the role that you played and accept that for what it is. and come to terms with that. Like, you know, you whatever role you played, whatever role they played is the role that happened, and now you're not in that anymore. And like, once again, I'm not trying to, I don't know how this is coming off, but like, it's just the energy of like, girl, move on. Like, heal and move on. Like, I get it, but it's like, you know. Welcome to those joining. Oh, you said, will your husband and Jamie? I did see your question. I'm sorry. Let me tune out of that energy. Will Jamie and DJ get back together? What the heck? There's a moth. Ah! Bro, get off me. I don't know where it went, but there's a moth. I don't know where it went. Oh my gosh. Will Jamie and DJ get back together? Oh my goodness. What the frick? Will you guys get back together? Most likely, yeah. 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Mariah the Scientist, hello. I feel you, girly pop. It's just hard, but I know I need to... I feel you. I don't remember what I said to you, but I hope it was helpful. Oh, I remember what I said. Once again, sometimes when I channel, it's just like it's not completely me. It's not my personal opinion. It's just energy that's coming through my body. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's just like I said it, and then it's like I don't know what I said. You know what I mean? Like I know what I said, but it's like that wasn't my personal opinion. So it was just like, you know what I mean? Does it make any sense? Like sometimes it is my personal opinion, because I'm not a direct channel. I'm not like, you know what I mean? But like most of the time that it's not me. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that made any sense, but will Nihan reply to your text? I don't know. Will they respond to your text? Maybe, yeah. But a reminder to stay grounded within yourself. Remember to take a deep breath, and, you know. I love how you told me yes and some girl told me no. LOL. Well, I'm looking at potential. I'm not, like, when you ask me about a future situation, the thing about the future, and you can feel however you feel about this. If you're also a reader, I don't know. But do not fully trust a reader who tells you that the future is set in stone, or reads to you as if the future is set in stone, because it's not. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not. Like, we're reading for possibilities, for potentials. Like, the future's not set in stone. So they could have told you no, and that's cool. That's groovy. But like, the future's not set in stone. That's why I phrased it in the way that I did. Like, potentially you guys could get back together. But like, you know, there's other factors at play. If you don't actually want to get back together, that's a factor. If he doesn't want to get back together, that's a factor. If the world splits in two, that's a factor, obviously, right? You know, I'm over-explaining. Anyways, how we doing, guys? I guess everybody got annoyed with me explaining about the parameters. I was actually, you know, since I'm talking about reading for the future, I was actually, last time I was on here, I was reading this CIA document about higher level consciousness and like stuff like that. And at some point they did talk about reading for the future, and they said that in order to read for the future, you have to have a lot of meditation practice. You have to have a lot of time tuning into that energy of like higher awareness. It's a really long document. I can show you. It's like 30 pages. And I was reading this, I was reading it out loud last time I was on here. Because that's kind of crazy that they just did these experiments and then they just swept it under the rug. They were like, whatever. It was back in the 80s, and they didn't release the documents until 2003. But anyways, how we doing, guys? Welcome. Is that an otter? Oh my goodness, that's an otter. Zariah, I love that you have his otter in your profile picture. Does Jalen like you? Does Jalen like himself? I think that's a more important question. I'm just messing with it. How does Jalen feel about Zariah? self-cognition. To complete our outline of the process by which the mind achieves and exercises consciousness, we must also describe the mechanism which accounts for the aspect of human thought that differentiates it from the consciousness of plants or animals, self-cognition. Humans not only know, but they know that they know. They're able to monitor the process of their own thinking and maintain an awareness of it. Moreover, they can conduct a comparative. I don't like the language in this, it's so heavy sometimes. Acts like the mind's computer software to reduce input from right hemisphere to verbal symbols and concepts. Sorry, I got carried away. Does Jalen miss you or like you? What is going on with Jalen? I'm sorry. I got carried away. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Do they like you? I feel like to some degree, but once again, there is an energy. Ace of Pentacles. There is an energy of you or somebody needing to work on themselves or like appreciate themselves, I guess. I don't know. That's the message that comes through. But I do think that they have feelings for you to some degree. But step your pussy up is the message that comes through. I'm kidding, that's not the message that comes through. But the Eight of Pentacles does talk about working on your skills, working on your craft. So if that resonates, step your pussy up. Welcome to those joining. Hello. How we doing? If it doesn't resonate, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Time-space dimension. Up to this point, our discussion of the gateway process has been relatively simple and easy to follow. Now the fun begins. Gateway involves more than just perception of those aspects of the universal hologram, which can be accessed in the dimension of time-space as we know it. To explain how and why human consciousness can be brought to transcend the limitations of time-space is the next task which must be addressed. To do this, we must first appreciate that time and space are in order to understand how the dimension that they constitute can be transcended. It is infinity, cannot move because there is nothing beyond infinity, and it is therefore outside of the dimension of time. Once again, this was a very interesting document. You can find this yourself online and download it. It's called the Gateway Process. It's pretty well known, but at the same time not really, because people don't like to educate themselves. Welcome to those joining. I'm gonna get off here. You guys have a nice one. Remember that Jesus loves you. Miracles happen all the time, and yeah, it'll be okay. Bye.